This is the 2024 iPad Pro, and it's what I consider to be peak iPad. Yes, it's been over 6 months since this has been out there, and we've been testing it and using it a lot. And just based on everything I see, especially with all the features that are packed in here, especially tandem OLED, the insane display technology, I think this is peak iPad, and I think most people should be buying this right now. And if you don't believe me, let me bring you back a few years to 2018 when Apple released the modern redesigned iPad Pro with the design that we've been seeing for those past few years. What's it been, like 6, 7 years already? When that thing came out, I did a review and I told you guys to buy that iPad because I couldn't see it getting any better for at least a few years. And guess what happened? We got the 2020 iPad Pro, which was pretty disappointing. We had a better chip, we had an extra camera, but a lot of people just said, hey, I'm happy with my 2018 iPad Pro, or hey, I'm just gonna buy that one discounted because this one doesn't look too good. And then guess what happened with the M1? Yeah, it got more powerful, but still in the comment section, we saw people say, I'm still happy with my 2018 iPad Pro. And even the M2 model that came out a couple years back in 2022, people still said, nope, my 2018 iPad Pro is doing just fine. So guess what this is right here? This is the 2018 iPad Pro all over again, and I fully believe that this thing will not be getting upgraded well enough to get people to want to upgrade again, at least for 6 years. Yes, this has at least 6 years of future proofing. I mean, it'll last even longer, like 10 years for sure, but it might be 6 years until you see another iPad Pro where you're like, dang, I've got to upgrade. Why? Well, because this thing has the whole shebang on a bunch of different levels, so I'm gonna go through it right now. First of all, we have the tandem OLED display, brand new display technology, which literally will not change or get upgraded in any significant way for at least 6 years. This is peak display technology, the best of the best. Better than mini LED because you have OLED with perfect contrast ratio, you have no issues with halo effect, blooming, whatever, and you have 2 of these panels which doubles the brightness so you still get 1600 nits, but you don't deal with any of the other issues. And because there are 2 panels, they're both running at lower power in regular situations, which means no burn-in issues, essentially, or hopefully no issues as far as I can tell. On top of that, this thing's only 5.1 millimeters thick. It's the thinnest iPad ever, and I don't think it's gonna get any thinner. I don't even think it's possible, so that has peaked. And the M4 chip is right there at the level of performance where it's already throttling just a little bit compared to the M4 MacBook Pro and other M4 machines. So this thin chassis literally cannot handle more performance. So forget about the M5, the M6, M7. You have enough performance here, especially with the 120Hz display. Any game that you have with iPadOS will run amazingly well on this M4 chip, as well as any other productivity work, anything else will be perfect with this chip. This keyboard that just came out for this 2024 model is perfect. It's peak. It has the function row, larger trackpad. It has everything you need. It's absolutely incredible. I don't think you could get a better keyboard case than this. And honestly, I don't think Apple's gonna upgrade this for years. So that has peaked. And we also have the Apple Pencil Pro, which this literally might not change. 5, 6, 10 years, we might have this pencil. It has all the latest features with barrel roll and everything else. The pencil has peaked as well. And everything that we ran on this thing runs incredibly well. Display super smooth, performance. This is literally the best peak iPad there is in terms of hardware. The only thing Apple can do is upgrade the software with better features, which means that if you buy this right now, you're gonna get those feature upgrades for free with new iPadOS versions. So what I'm gonna do right now is predict that for the next few years, probably 5 to 6, each iPad Pro upgrade that comes out is gonna seem disappointing, and people are gonna say, hey, you should just buy the M4 iPad Pro instead at a discounted price. The next one, the one after that, maybe even the one after that, people are gonna still say, man, I should have just bought the 2024 iPad Pro, especially right now during the holidays when I'm making this video, because they are on sale on Amazon. The 11-inch model is $100 off. The 13-inch is $200 off, and you can still get it before the end of the year. I'd say this is literally the perfect time to buy this iPad Pro. And as far as the other iPads in the rumor mill, well, I think those ones are not worth waiting for, because right here I have a leaked supply chain kind of timeline for iPad releases, and it looks like it's gonna be until at least the middle of 2026 for an OLED iPad mini, and 2027 for an OLED iPad Air, and even longer until the base budget iPad gets an OLED display. And the thing is, those OLED displays are only gonna have a single OLED panel, while this has 2 of them. Tandem OLED, this is gonna be better in so many ways than those OLED displays. So I don't think it's worth waiting if you can afford this iPad Pro. Honestly, buy this right now, and then you're gonna be so happy when you see the M5 iPad Pro with lackluster features. You're gonna be like, yes, I'm so glad I bought the M4. And then the M6 and the M7, you're gonna be happy with this because Apple created the peak iPad with enough performance for the next decade. You're not gonna have to worry about that, and that's actually Apple's problem. They made the iPad Pro too dang good, so they're gonna have a really hard time getting people to upgrade. So after over 6 months, honestly, I think this is peak iPad, and it is almost perfect in every single way. The only issue is the software with iPadOS not being good enough. But guess what? It's free. When they release it, you're getting it on this iPad Pro, which is the beautiful thing about software upgrades. So with that said, I've never been more happy with an iPad Pro, and Apple, bravo for making this, but good luck on getting people to upgrade, because I believe this is pretty close to peak iPad Pro. I mean, you might tempt me with that foldable 18-inch iPad, maybe, but I'm a little bit skeptical about foldables. And if you are skeptical, then probably just buy this right now and don't worry for the next 6 years. So with that said, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts on if this is a peak iPad or not down in the comments. Definitely subscribe for more videos. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.